All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Probarian channel or the Probarian YouTube channel. I want to say God, family, country, and Pittsburgh sports, especially the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Penguins and the Pirates, Pitt Panthers. I'm gonna stop. You guys know how much I like it. Anyway, what I want to do is get back to what we talked about before. I was talking about the late round drafts that we had. I know it's been a while, but I had some sound situations, had some family situations to take care of. But you know what? I'm here, so let's go through with it. All right. So, first person I want to talk about is Peyton Wilson, the third Wilson on the team. Very strange, in a good way. I'm just being silly. Peyton Wilson, tough, football-minded player. Dude reminds me of Jack Leonard. If he ever get a chance to start, I don't think he's gonna let go of that anytime soon. The guy is amazing. I love how he thinks. He reminds me of a technician when it comes to any position out there, whether it's being a receiver that just loves his craft, loves his position, and wants to get good at it, or a quarterback, or a linebacker like him. This guy is fun to watch, and I love how he thinks, and I think you guys will too. So let's add to that. Mason McCormick. This guy, I'm going to go ahead and move on to this guy so you can see his picture, which I'm sure some of you guys probably seen him already. Mason McCormick. Mason McCormick, let me say that right. Guard. Got him in the fourth round, pick 119. He's a blue collar guy. He is steady, looks like a freaking wall out there. I think he's very nasty. I would, let's put it this way. From his round that he was picked, that's where he's supposed to be at. He's steady, he looks like a wall, and I can't wait to see how well he can flourish. But right now, with that space that he takes up and how much work he puts in, you can definitely see it out there. He loves to get dirty. He is not a prima donna. Usually guys at that position, it is not anyway, but when you see guys like him getting dirty and nasty, it looks like he fits, and it doesn't look like he gets off the field that much at all. Once he's on there, I think he's going to stay too. But right now, we got players in front of him, so we're going to see how that's going to work out. Now we got Logan Lee. Oh, another great guy. Oh, now when you see this guy, for one, it's kind of cool that he already wearing our colors for playing from Iowa. He is a hold on, push this up a little bit. This dude is like a bullet. When an offense hikes that ball, you'll see him run through that freaking line quick as lightning. I really like this dude. He reminds me of what we were trying to do with Bush back in the day. Remember how Bush played for Michigan? And he was mainly used as to go right through the gap and get that quarterback or get that running back that might be running to the left or to the right. He was that guy. Logan Lee reminds me of that. And I don't know about how well he can flourish, but from what I've seen for as a flashes he can do when that ball is hiked, I really like what I see. Now we'll go to Ryan Watts. He's a safety we got. This guy I like a lot. When it comes to his play, he is sticky on defense. He's smart and he's tough and he's tough-minded. And I pretty much the same thing. He's a tough-minded guy, but he's really fast too. Now I don't know what his 40 time is or anything like that because I don't really put too much stock into it. I ran a 40 before, and I think I'm pretty quick. But to me, what made me feel really comfortable is when I'm covering a receiver. Because you don't even worry about your 40 time. You worry about that person not getting the ball or if he does get it, you get on him really quick, right? Or pretty much making it so that I don't want to go too deep into it. The biggest thing is this guy is smart, tough-minded, and he's very fast. You could tell he's been on that field a long time, from high school all the way up. I really like his play, and I think if he gets a chance to get on that field too, it'd be really hard to get him off. So I think as a whole, with all these draft picks that we got, these later-round guys, they don't look like throwaway picks. They look like picks that can stay with us, that can be part of the team, that can be part of the evolution as guys either move on or retire or what have you. It looked like it's a step-up situation. Kind of like if you was to get on a team that was the 70s Steelers and you want to take over their spot. Look like they can transition because they actually fit the same type of puzzle. So I can't wait to see these guys grow into our deal. Now that we got this out the way, I want to talk about OTAs. If you notice, there's a lot of, I would say, reports from either media or YouTubers that talk about how the OTAs are doing good for us, the players and the coaches. That is awesome. But they're drills, so I'm not going to put too much stock into it. What I'm going to can't wait for is to see those guys in pads. beating each other up, getting hurt, you know, seeing that cream rise to the top. Because when you see all that action going on, a lot of people's feelings getting hurt or physically getting hurt, that's when you're really going to see some good stuff. And both quarterbacks like Russell Wilson and Fields are going to have to get a chance to see what it's like to develop relationships with these receivers and, of course, the coaching staff. And I can't wait to see how that works out. But I can't wait to see it. I'm not going to look at OTAs too crazy yet because they're just OTAs. They're just drills. They're just running certain items. It's just like shorts, t-shirt, and a helmet. And everybody looks good in that. Just like old teams, like teams from last year and the year before who ended up with bad records, they look good in OTA twos. You know, you can just see that. You can go back in their videos and say, oh, look, our team's doing great. You should see this player on OTAs. But when the season starts, you get to see, you know, what teams are really for real. And we haven't been really for real in a while. Last year was a great glimmer, though. But let's see how these draft picks hold out. Okay? Now, what I want to talk about next is, boom, right here. This right here was the 2023 season of the Denver Broncos. This is not a Denver Bronco channel, but Russell Wilson was on that team. So as I'm watching these videos and seeing how Russell Wilson's going to be, and I'm only picking him, and I think later this week I'm going to do the same thing for Fields, but I wanted to see this guy in action, right? And one thing I found out when it comes to Russell Wilson, of course he's great at the rollout pass, but my favorite part is his personality, how he always wants to make it work. And what I mean is, I don't care if it's freaking, they're on the red zone on the 1 yard line. His goal is to get past that 50 and get into the red zone on the other side. He is a very good quarterback for being tough-minded and keeping the eye on that end zone and finding a way to get there, and thinking that any play that's in his disposal can work if he finds that guy or finds who's ever open. And if you notice, when you see him matriculating down the field, it's a habit. When he gets past the 50, it's not like a new thing to him. You know how it was with our other quarterbacks. It was like, oh my gosh, we passed the 50. Now, I don't know what they're really thinking, but it wasn't too freaking common for us to get past the 50-yard line. We would usually fizz out about that time. But this guy can get past that item and find ways to get into the end zone. I think we're going to like that a lot. The only thing is, he doesn't have his normal receivers that he had in Seattle and in Denver. So let's see who that's going to be with Pittsburgh. Pickens, Austin, Roman Wilson, or what have you. But I can't wait to see how that works. And also, I'm hoping they use, I don't know how they're going to do it, but we got lots of tight ends. My gosh, we got Hayward, we got Muth, and we got Washington, and we got some other guy we just picked up. I don't know how that's going to work, but I can't wait to see it. But I think we got some good stuff coming with this veteran, this guy who just loves to be the man. And whether it's a detriment to him or not, I don't care. Seeing this guy work, I think it's just fun. It's just fun. I just like this kid. And I've always liked him. I'm sorry to call him kid, he's grown now. But I've always liked him since Stanford. What he does, how he thinks, and his hard work, I can't wait to see it in the black and gold working for us. Now, so let's get past this portion of it. And what I want to take you to is this right here. Now, I do not know how Arthur Smith is going to work with the personnel we have. However, against Baltimore, in this type of weather, with, was it Mason Rudolph, you get an idea how comfortable we're going to be when it comes to certain plays, like running the ball. Look at that. That was a good play for so many yards on 1st and 10. We are going to be a running team, I would imagine, and passing when we need to. And I think it's going to be fun. And as you notice, when it comes to this gritty gameplay they're doing right now, there's Calvin Austin, right? There's Warren. It was Najee Harris. And it was also, look at that, who caught that ball right here, and that should be Johnson. That's going to be replaced by, I guess, probably going to be Calvin Austin as the number 1 receiver, or the receiver on that side. Because I never really thought about Pittsburgh having a 1 or a 2 receiver. I always thought of them having guys that's going to be effective for what they're trying to do, whether it's the left side or right side or in the middle of the field. And I'm hoping to see a lot of that middle of the field stuff with our tight ends. And I'm hoping that that moniker of Wilson having issues with throwing up the middle can be rectified with this offense. Oh look, Najee Harris. So just drive along. We saw receivers getting the ball, and we saw running backs getting the ball, not just by running, but also by catching it as well, which I can't wait to see us do. So what did we talk about today? We talked about the old style draft picks. We talked about how I can't wait to see Russell Wilson um, use his attributes with our team and give us an idea of what it's going to be like for us to be running the ball a whole lot or using the running backs to be more, I don't know, involved in different aspects of the game. I can't wait. I'm excited, but just gotta wait. And until then, I got Madden. And with Madden, uh, is nowhere near what we're going to see in real life. So it's still fun for me. It still keeps things going. But either way, it's good seeing y'all. It's good having you guys watch my channel. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I was gone for a little bit because I had family issues to take care of, which, you know, is what we're supposed to be doing as adults. And I had some situations with technical issues with my sound. I noticed that it wasn't on par, and I figured, you know what, let me fix that. And at the same time, learn how this software works so I can show y'all videos and stuff like that. And that's pretty much about it. You guys take care. Thank you for everything you guys do. And y'all have a good, what is it, Saturday? Have a good Saturday. We'll see y'all next time. And Moats and Deke, I can't wait to see y'all next week and see what you guys are talking about. And hopefully I can get in on a phone call. All right, y'all take care. I'm going to lock this off.